So what I want to do now is talk a little bit about pore space. All right, pore space in a soil, you can have macropores, what we call large pores, and micropores, which are very small pores. So when you have a sand, you would imagine that you have large pore spaces because the water moves quickly through a sand. Whereas a clay would have very small pore spaces, all right, in which case water wouldn't move quite as quickly through a clay. So this demonstration is really nice, right? And what it does is it illustrates the whole concept of capillary rise. Capillary rise is the adhesion of water to the sides of the glass, for example, in cohesion, the linking together of water molecules. So we have these three tubes, all right, they're about 1 meter in length, and all three soil cores are actually sitting in water. The water will migrate up these three tubes. And as you would imagine with the sand, it doesn't migrate up nearly as far, all right, it only goes up to about here, all right. If we look at a silt, on the other hand, the silt migration goes all the way up to here. If you look at the clay, it only goes about this high. And you're probably asking, well, why is that? It has such small pores. You would think that it would migrate up very high. Essentially what happens with the clay is that when the water is absorbed in this tube here, those small pores in the clay swell shut, and it doesn't allow the water to migrate up very far. In the sand, it has very large pores, doesn't allow the water to migrate up very far. In the silt, it has a nice combination of large and small pores. And what you find is that in a silt textured type of soil, you're going to have the highest capillary rise of any type of soil that you'll have. You'll see higher capillary rise in a silty textured type of soil than you would in a sandy or a clayey textured type of soil. So why is this so important? So capillary rise in a soil, and you have the water table, depending on what type of soil you have, if you have a very clayey textured soil, chances are it's going to migrate up, but what's going to happen is you're going to have lots of water ponding all over the place, all right? Whereas with the sand, you'd get water moving through quickly and it wouldn't migrate up very far. But with the silt, it can move up the water table quite easily because of capillary rise.